Hello everyone, this is Enzo again, the Alliance for Loki. As you see that big piece of cat hair just flow by, it's pretty incredible. Yeah, I want to make this video for Dreamin', to be honest. I haven't really made one of these videos. I'm just sort of like a crystal opener slash streamer. I haven't really ever had one of these like talk about things that of course I've seen other people make them and actually have really enjoyed them. So for those of you who I'm sure almost everyone knows who follows me, one of my super best friends is a man named Dreamin'. I've had the fortune of knowing him in real life because we went to Comic-Con together. We had plans to I was going to fly out there this last summer and go to San Diego Comic-Con. We're going to meet up with a lot of people, and then he was going to come out here, and then he was going to come out here, and we were going to hang out in Switzerland together. I was going to show him all the adventures and fun of Switzerland. So yeah, I mean, it's like it's more than just a virtual friendship. I definitely felt obviously there's a real friendship. Of course, the lines between virtual and real are for me, very blurred because I consider so many people in this game my friends, like all these people here that I played with in 4Loki for such a long time, especially, of course, the people in BG3 who I really get to know well. I mean, they're absolutely my real friends as well as my virtual ones, as are many people on my stream just who I've known for like years now. So it's just an interesting life, this game and streaming. And so, as you can see, in the Alliance feed, there is no more Dreamin', and so yeah, he has left the Alliance. I mean, to be fully honest about it, I think he had to leave the Alliance. I talked with him a little bit, and I don't really want to go into much more than that, just because I don't want to misrepresent it, and I also don't want to talk about what I really don't know too much about it, because I mean, it's just. One, it's not really my concern. It's something between Dreamin' and the people who control our lines, the officers and the leader, and so yeah. So, but I will say, in this game, it's really interesting. I mean, there is this very, very human component. I mean, especially in an alliance like 4Loki, where we're all, like a lot of us, not all of us, are personalities who exist in this YouTube verse, in this community. I mean, of course, if you just look at the people here, I mean, B Manny has streamed before. I'm sure I'm gonna leave people out. Taters, of course, Cam, Lizer, Karate Mike, Yusafa, Vega. I'm trying to think who else. Chelaze, Meta. Brian Grant, of course. I think he streams some. I'm not sure. I mean, so I think, and Panaman Pete. I think, well, it's a certainty. People know more about us, and because we expose ourselves more, and so Dreamer was a streamer too. So for anyone who has turned into my stream or anyone else's, I mean, we're probably much more known entities just because of that, and so. Well, what does that all mean? I mean, I think for me, one is, I love Dreamin'. He was a person I just thought the world of. I thought he's an incredible player. I remember when I first joined 4Loki, I was like, wow, this guy, he's pretty incredible. I mean, he's certainly bombastic. He certainly can be challenging. There's no doubt about it. I mean, he would say he's being realistic and honest, but of course, how those things can be construed also as, what's the word? Blunt and tactless sometimes, but I always appreciated him so much. I just thought, I thought he was a guy who I just gravitated towards him. He was a big personality, a lot of fun, and yeah, he was just one of those people where in chat, I mean, you never were bored because he was in chat, and so if it was a chat filled with Enzos, maybe be the nicest place in the world. Everyone always nice to each other and complimenting each other. But yeah, having a little bit of Dreamin' element always made it exciting and also very interesting and entertaining too. And part of the reason we all play this game is to have fun, and having someone with dynamic and different ideas also was a lot of fun. And so I guess, upon reflection upon it, it's just everything here, I'm really sad. I'm going to miss Dreamin' a lot. I mean, when he and I were chatting, he's like, oh, you're going to forget me. I'm like, no, I'm not. He's like, oh, yeah, not to where you will forget me. And I know he's being dreaming and always thinking sort of on the, for me, like the worst case scenarios, while I think on the best case scenarios. But I was thinking about that more. There is some truth to that. I don't think I'll forget him. I mean, I think I'll always remember dreaming. But yeah, when you're in alliance with someone, yeah, of course, you just have such an amazing relationship with them. And the same when I was in J11, same when I was in the other alliances I've been in. I mean, I just got to know people more and their personalities and them. Um, I think about people who have left the game. Cade and Heisenberg are sort of the two examples that have come up. And actually, Heisenberg was in my stream the other night. So, hello, Heisenberg, if you're watching this. I have not forgotten you. And neither have I forgotten Cade. But of course, Cade has really been out of the game, nor does he come into streams anymore. So, but I would absolutely, if he came into my stream or if I met with him in Comic-Con, I'd be extremely happy. And I feel like our friendship would be rekindled. And so, much like Human Torch's SIG ability. And, I think, yeah, it's absolutely the same with Dreamin'. I mean, I want to be able to keep in touch with him. I want to be able to talk with him, and all those things. I would say, generally in my life, I've not been great in my own life about staying in touch with people. But I always am ready to, like, rekindle any friendships that I've had. And that's just sort of the way I've operated. So yeah, and I guess the last point I want to talk about, I don't want to say too much more. Actually, well, I don't want to just talk forever about this. But what is it like when you're in an alliance and someone you like leaves? It's very bittersweet. I mean, of course, like alliances all run like mini businesses in many ways, and while they are groups of friends, they also are like a team with objectives and goals, and there's a lot of them too, a lot of people. I mean, 30 people is a lot, and especially for an end game like for Loki, end game alliance like for Loki. And so I totally 100% trust the people who run this alliance, and they do so much work for the alliance, and they're so important about just making sure, yeah, that the alliance functions at a really high level, which is why I want to be in for Loki. I mean, I want to be in for Loki both for the high level alliance, and I also want to be in for, because it's always been one that's been 100% clean alliance too, and so those are the reasons. And so of course, the officers have to act in a certain way. They have to do what's best. And of course, absolutely, I trust, B-Manny, Taters are the two officers I deal with the most, and everyone else who's an officer as well. And so, yeah, I mean, I can't imagine whatever happened was easy for anyone. I'm sure everyone has lots of regrets and lots of sorrows over it. And I'm sure that, though in the end, like, they're trying to do what's best for the alliance, and that's a part of this. So it might be like being on a professional sports team. It's the same thing. I mean, you can have a great player who doesn't maybe mix with the team like the coaches want to, and so I mean, doesn't mean he's not great, but of course it just means that maybe he's not in the right place, and so it's even hard for me to say that. I can't imagine any place other than for Loki for Dreamin'. So I guess that's what I want to say. I really want to make this video for Dreamin', to be honest. I love being in the alliance with him. I mean, he was so much fun. I just loved his personality, loved his larger than life. I think he's one of the truly unique people in MCOC community, where he somehow can balance that line between being the caustic one, but also just somehow being like what's the word? Not humble. It's certainly not humble, but not being so, I don't know, not being so antagonistic. It definitely was antagonistic. There's something endearing about him. That's what I want to say. So even though he could be like he could be, I always found him incredibly endearing, and yeah, I just love being in the alliance with him, and so yeah, I think it's just it's just change. I mean, of course, at some point we're all going to leave for Loki, or for Loki will cease to exist. I might grow old and die at one point, and that might be the end of me as the oldest in for Loki. So yeah, I mean, change is going to happen. No one's going to be playing this game forever. I mean, it must have some type of finite life, And so at some point we're going to all have to reconcile that these like really strong virtual friendships we have, which again are real friendships to me, are going to end. But I think in a case like Dreamin, I fully intend to like stay in contact with him. I hope to still be able to visit him, and yeah, I think it's a great game where you actually can make like real friends in it, and so it's one of the things I like the most about this game is that's happened, and so Dreamin, boy, I'm going to miss you so much. I'm sure it's hard for you to appreciate because I don't think you'll believe me, but yeah, it's not going to be the same without you. It's going to be a different alliance, and one for me that is, I'm sure won't be quite as fun without you. But yeah, I'm not going to forget you, so you don't have to worry about that. I'm sure even on like in 50 years from now, I'll be like, I wonder what Dreamin is doing, and so no, you definitely are in my mind and my heart, and yeah, I look forward to still interacting with you, still having you call me fool or tell me how bad my gameplay is, and all those things that you were very great about doing. So yeah, that's it for this video. I just felt like it was something I want to make and to just talk about it because yeah, it's definitely it's hit me pretty hard, the this change, and yeah, I think it's good to just to get it out there and talk about it some. So yeah, I hope you appreciate this. I hope you appreciate the most Dreamin. You probably go give me like a dislike, so, but I don't care. I still think you are awesome, and yeah, we will hang out lots and lots wherever, and still I don't want to say be together, but and we'll still be friends, even though you still only consider me an acquaintance. So okay, everyone, thank you for listening to my rambling, and yeah, I'll be on again streaming soon or opening crystals again soon, back to normal Enzo Eigen play, and I look forward to seeing everyone again then. So thank you for watching. Bye bye.